Hello, I hope you're all on this live stream. The top three, Piastri, Verstappen and Russell on the grid. We've got 63 laps of racing here at Imola. Here we go. I will update you when it comes. Oh, back to Russell into the first corner. Max is leading. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Piastri has bombed the start. Oh dear. More pain and headaches for the boys in Pattaya. Just not. Alonso's fifth. I think everyone's stayed the same, to be honest, but Leclerc has gone up to 10th ahead of Hadjar, Antonelli up to 12th, Hamilton 13th, and Tsunoda, I think, starting the pit lane. Gasly goes up a place, did he? Yes, he did. Gasly, well, what start? Thank you for the like, of course. Well, dear, looks like Max Verstappen is not giving up on this season at all. Late breaking into Tamburello, yes, indeed. What a move, but I'm just gonna. Hamilton is on the same time. He fell back behind it. Oh, yeah. I think it looks like everyone, most drivers, except for Antonelli Hamilton, are on the hard tyres and, of course, the back markers. Obviously, I know that the Indy 500 is going to be doing qualifying this weekend, but I've got to say this. Max Verstappen has an opportunity to really, really cause trouble again for McLaren this season because, yeah, he won in Japan, and we all know what Max Verstappen can be like if he can control a race. It's going to be a very, very hard, long way back for Piastri to get back in this race since, of course, track position is absolutely key here at Imola. It is not an easy track to overtake at. Just so you know, this is the last year of Imola's contract with Formula One, so he might not be racing here again next season or for quite a long time, to be honest, because, of course, there are plenty of other countries that want an F1 race. I mean, that's not me saying that I want to see Imola leave the calendar. Thank you for 4 likes. Much appreciated. Norris stuck in 4th. Oh no, Gasly's gone off. Oh, Jesus Christ, Gasly's season is getting worse. Out of the top 10. Please ignore the graphics, he's out. Yeah, well done, Tony Rowland. Absolutely dominating the sport right now. What was it? Formula E? I think you. On lap 4, sorry, I've just found a live feed and what's it? I can see it, all the cars going around 2 laps behind on. So I am gonna have to now that I've got a live stream. I can't. I'm gonna try and see what happened under the restart. Ollie Oaks is back at high tech. What's going on there? That's weird. Bloody hell, Max Verstappen pulled out 1.5 second lead within 2 seconds as well. Game got straight out of the DRS zone pronto. Oh, well. I don't know. I mean, Emilia-Romagna's Monaco, that's an interesting thing he said there. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know everyone talked about the C6 tyres being absolutely toast from what's it qualifying, where obviously the two Astons did their qualifying laps on medium. So, I'm being to suspect a lot of drivers and teams might be picking a strategy of mediums and hards and not doing any soft tyre running because the C6 are garbage. Oh yeah, I think the Yoke situation, it makes me wonder what really happened at Alpine with Oaks and was it how they sacked on the Oaks, because I mean for a moment I thought there might have been like a dispute between the Mazepin family and the Oaks family over high tech, but doesn't seem to be. I've heard anything else from that. Apart from Gasly going off and Verstappen beating Piastri off the line, um I've got to say, it's like, I mean, Gasly down to 14th place. Oh dear, yeah, that went horribly wrong. Look at that. Antonelli and Hamilton are now on the cups of the points with their hard tyres. So I don't honestly know what to say, to be honest. It's like, to be fair, we had an entertaining start to Miami where, what's it, we had Piastri and Norris trying to make his way through the field and Piastri trying to overtake Max. Max having a much slower car at Miami. But oh, right. What's his name? Kim Illman asking Oaks okay, so yeah, I think all the rumours that what was going on with William Oaks was a bit overblown then. Just saw it on his Facebook page. Weird. I don't know, mate. I think it makes me wonder why the media are making such a big story out of the whole Alpine thing, because I mean, to be honest, there's not that many news stories to talk about in F1 right now, because after we had Tsunoda replace Lawson at Red Bull and Colapinto take Doan's place, it's not as much drama going on in the sport right now, and I think there's a lot of people who just sit there and see this as a season where McLaren could well pull away with the title, so they're a bit worried there's not much to talk about. Yes, the Daft Punk song. I think there's probably a chance that Flavio managed to, I don't know, persuade upper management to remove Ollie Oakes from his position, and Ollie Oakes wasn't happy with being forced out of his team principal role, saying that he wouldn't accept becoming like a, I don't know, let's say become a sporting director like John Todd had at Ferrari back in the day. So Ollie Oakes decided to leave the team, and Flavio Briatore has become team principal again after like 15 years away. I mean, Norris is all over the back of Russell. What do you expect? But of course, as we all know, Norris's inconsistency is an absolute problem as always. And to be honest, the thing is, you have to realise, I think Norris is just, I don't know what it is with Norris. I think ever since that Saudi Arabia crash in qualifying, Norris just seems to get really angry and frustrated all the time and upset with certain things, and he can't give himself credit for doing well at certain when he does well. But I also think, obviously, Piastri has managed to maneuver himself in a position of becoming team leader at McLaren, so he gets first preference for the setup and bits and pieces like that. And now Norris is just sort of stuck in no man's land at McLaren. I can't imagine Lando Norris being the sort of person who's like really forceful and demanding. I don't know about that. I think Norris definitely wants to win, but Norris actually does overtake George Russell at last. But my God, if he actually knew how to qualify properly at this point in time, he wouldn't have to be forcing himself to try to overtake people, because he honestly shouldn't be stuck behind George Russell at all. George Russell pits really a bit. Leclerc pits as well. Oh, yeah, Russell and Sainz have both pitted, so Leclerc's pitted, so obviously there's going to be quite a few cars out of position. I'm looking at the track map here. Verstappen continues to have pulled the lead out to about 3 seconds. Oh, right. Yeah, Kimi's old engineer still at Alpine after all these years? Blimey, that's a long time. I'm looking at the order. Russell coming out in 16th, Sainz 17th, Leclerc 15th. Oh, Dave Green, yeah. Has Dave Green returned to Alpine? Because I know Dave Green used to work with Kimi Räikkönen at Ferrari as well back in the day. I'm looking at this order. Oh yeah, Colapinto was given a one-place grid penalty after breaching qualifying rules in Imola. So we've got Norris, who's now over 5 seconds behind his teammate, and I have to say he's lost a fair bit of time to his teammate. Leclerc has set the fastest lap of a 120.5, more than a second, or a second quicker than Verstappen. Mind you, Piastri's fastest lap is what's it, 0.17 seconds slower than Max's, which is really concerning, to be honest, because McLaren looked like they had the fastest car in all 3 practice sessions, getting 1-2 with Piastri and Norris, and yet Max has just found speed out of nowhere, and he lowers his own personal best to a 21.43. That is insane. And mind you, obviously, all the guys who just pitted have switched to the hard tyres, so it looks like we will not be seeing. I mean, we might not see anyone use the soft tyres today, since, of course, everyone has described the C6 tyres as being absolute garbage, really. Hulkenberg, obviously, is not pitted, but he's up to 8th. Piastri's pitted, yes. Piastri has come out all the way down in 12th place on my track map, because of course I've now switched to a different feed. And it has to be said, he's about, I don't know, 6 seconds behind Tsunoda, who obviously hasn't pitted yet. Obviously, yeah, I know he's trying to do the undercut, but... And to be fair, it's a very good pit stop, well-timed pit stop, I shall say, because he's got a 6-second buffer between himself and Tsunoda in front of him. But of course, if Max doesn't pit soon, then that could be a problem. Obviously, yeah, I know Alonso's gone to the pits, he's come out down in 16th, and behind Sainz, not very well there. That didn't work out very well with their timing of pit stop. I wonder, what's Norris's fastest? Oh, Norris has done a personal best of a 21.3. And obviously, Leclerc's fastest lap is... Oh, Alonso's got brake fire there. I mean, everyone's going for an early pit stop today. I don't know. Well, we don't know where Alonso's going to finish because he's got a lot of traffic to deal with. So, no guarantees of a top 5 finish today for a Spanish rookie, as we like to call him around here. Looks like Hulkenberg and Colapinto and Bearman are trying to take advantage of track position. Thank you for 5 likes here at Crystal Racing. Obviously, we've got plenty of drivers who haven't pitted, namely being pretty much everyone in the top 10 as we speak. The top 11. Oh, Piastri overtakes Stroll for track position. I think Stroll's pitted. So, yeah, everyone in the top 10 yet to pit. It looks like they're trying to try and do the overcut on everyone else. Norris does a personal best of a 21.05, 2 tenths quicker than Verstappen, but of course he's still just under 10 seconds behind the race leader, so he needs to get a move on Norris, to be honest. Piastri sets a personal best of a 20.9 on the hard tyres, mind you, so the hards are pretty good, surprisingly enough. Well, Ocon has dropped back down to last place again. Bomb of the weekend, as I like to call him. My God, Max has already got 43 career poles. That's crazy. And 115 podiums for Max as well since he's been in the sport for 10 years. And I don't know when the top 10 are going to pit, but Max is really stretching his stint out quite a fair bit, considering Piastri pitted like, was it 4 laps ago now? And of course, he's now just less than a second behind Tsunoda. So, yeah, and he's going for win 65. It looks like Max is going to try and stay out as long as possible so that Piastri gets frustrated behind his teammate. And it looks like Tsunoda is actually coming handy in for Red Bull today, doing a number 2 job for the team. Because this is absolutely getting Piastri's race already. This is a real problem, folks. My God, the lap record at this track is a 1 minute 13.6 from Bottas back 5 years ago when he was at Mercedes. That's ballistically crazy. Piastri lowers his personal best to a 20.88. But Norris is slowly eating into the deficit between himself and Max, but it's still 9.7 seconds behind. And my God, Piastri, mate, you need to blast past Tsunoda ASAP, because otherwise Max is going to win the race. It's that simple. Oh, Piastri's got past him. Can he get past? It's so close. Oh, yeah, he's got past him through the Tamburello. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Got Tsunoda out of the way. Well, within 3 laps of being stuck behind him. So, maybe he could come to regret it. But, I mean, if Max comes out in traffic, then he might profit. If Yuki can hold up Hamilton, what are you talking about? I mean, Hamilton is miles off the pace as usual this weekend. Dude, Lewis Hamilton is finished as a top driver. Yeah, well, Christian Horner and Herbert Marko will be very angry with Yuki, and they'll be giving him a good talking to post-race. Alonso, how is Alonso? 21.7 is lap times. Oh dear, Aston Martin have dropped off again. Unsurprisingly, because they used up the mediums in qualifying. So, Their race pace is not going to be good, I'm afraid. And if they get a point or two, then that's probably a good result for the boys in green. And yeah, Piastri also flies past Bearman. Very, very good job by the Australian driver. Coolly dismantling back markers under pressure. Albert is on the road he's third, but of course he's still yet to pit. So unless Albert could get a pit stop, not pit stop, a safety car, then yeah, maybe he could get a podium, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. And it looks like Williams has split the strategy between himself and Sainz. And I think the same can be said for Norris and Piastri at McLaren, as well as, of course, pretty much every team, really. Hadjar, Antonelli at Mercedes, Hamilton at Ferrari, Hulkenberg at Sauber. They're all doing a different strategy to their teammates. It's like practically identical way of thinking every team in that, one driver is going to stop early, the other one is going to go on for like 20 plus laps. Yep, the tyre whisperer has returned, everyone. Just so you know, Max Verstappen has won 3 times the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix 3 times, and of course Hamilton's only won here once. This is of course the last time he raced at Imola before 2020 was of course 2006, which was the year before Hamilton's F1 debut. So yeah, and of course Alonso won here in 2005, if I can remember, back when it used to be called the San Marino Grand Prix. Funny they called it that because obviously Imola is located inside Italy and not San Marino as it was advertised at the time, but it is located near San Marino. And of course, as we all football fans will be well aware that San Marino are absolutely terrible at kicking a ball around, unless it's Liechtenstein they're playing. 6 likes, thank you very much. Keep the support coming in. It's a 1 hour drive, yes indeed. Very, very close by. As it is, I'm looking at all the lap times and everyone's kind of settled down a bit. Norris is still lapping fractionally quicker than Verstappen, but the gap is still over 9.5 seconds. He needs to get a move on. He just can't find any speed in his car despite having clear air. No back markers. His teammate pitted early. Albert is about another 9.8 seconds down the road. Like, he really needs to get a move on Norris. What is he doing? What's he doing? Is he trying to save the car or something? Because, I mean, we're now, 21 laps into the race? Yeah, Leclerc overtakes Tsunoda. Not that's really important because Ferrari are not going to do anything as always. But I think the driver I'm looking out for is obviously the battle I'm looking at is Hulkenberg versus Piastri, because of course Piastri desperately needs to get past these back markers who are, of course, I think McLaren must be regretting pitting Piastri early, to be honest. It's not working out. He's getting held up by traffic unnecessarily, I may say. I can guarantee you this, Mark Webber will be really angry seeing what's going on with Piastri in this race. Obviously, Piastri flies past Hulkenberg on the run down into Tamburello, up to 7th place, but this is holding Piastri up. Like, he's stuck doing 1 minute 21.4s. I think Hamilton will be forced to do, like, Plan M soon, the way things are going at Scuderia tea break. Can't wait for Hamilton to start accusing his team of having a tea break yet again for the rest of this season. Having said, I mean, we have to realise Lewis Hamilton is no longer that particularly quick himself anymore. We saw him struggle in qualifying last season against Russell, and he's struggling again against Leclerc. So And I have to say, their strategy for Hamilton's not working because he's stuck behind Hadjar and Antonelli. So, I mean, maybe Hamilton will be begging the team to pit him now. Try and give some clear air from what I'm seeing on a track map, where I can see all the dots going around the track instead of watching the live action because, well, I mean, at this point, they're probably going to have to go on to a plan AA, which is like the 27th plan for Hamilton. Sorry, I just had to rub it in. Alonso, I don't know, mate. Alonso, wait. Alonso's just overtaken Colapinto. My God, what's going on? Colapinto is dropping like a stone right now. See, oh, Colapinto's pitted. That's why. Okay, so good grief, he's already doing his second pit stop. What's going on? Oh yeah, Alpine are an absolute disaster class as always. Yeah, thanks for telling me about Leclerc, but honestly, I'm not interested in Leclerc. I'm interested in Piastri trying to catch the tail end of the Hadjar Antonelli versus Hamilton battle. Yeah, Aston Martin's lap times are really terrible, to be honest. 21.8, 22.1 for Stroll. And they've got Gasly chasing them, so as it stands, Norris has now cut the deficit between himself and Max to 9.1 seconds. So the chase is on, folks. Albon has fallen 12 seconds behind Norris. So really, Norris, you need to keep pushing, mate. Because I don't know how long you're going to try and make these medium tyres last for. I'm trying to look at the gap between Verstappen and Piastri. It's a 32.5-second gap. So he's got... Yeah, I mean, like I said, Piastri has lost out heavily in the traffic. So, honestly, Max Verstappen's... This has worked out perfectly for Max Verstappen this afternoon. Yeah, Norris is absolute cabbage, mate. He's absolute cabbage, that kid. And... Jesus wept. I mean, if Max keeps getting monster stores like he does in the start line for the rest of this season, then it's going to be a very difficult battle for Piastri to have any chance of winning his first ever championship this season against the absolute nutcase that is Maximilian Verstappen. Yeah, but dude. Yeah, but Norris, the previous lap, he's gone what? 100th of a second slower on his previous lap. Let's be real, folks. He should be closing Max down in a McLaren that was 1-2 in all 3 practice sessions and took pole position at this track. Like, what's going on with Lando? Like, is there a mental issue? Does he need someone to put their arm around his shoulder to tell him how good he's been in the past? Does he need someone to cheer him up? Because, oh my God, like, I don't feel like Lando Norris is maximizing his own capabilities. That's the truth, mate. Okay, yeah, Lando talk about, he's gone, he went 0.2 of a second slower on the previous lap as well, so, I'm sorry, we're 25 laps into the race now, and Piastri has now closed up to the back of Hamilton. He needs to get a move on and fly past the Ferrari driver, who is a slower than a road hog. Piastri gets 6th place without even blinking an eyelid. And now he's going to be setting his sights on the rear wing of Antonelli's Mercedes. And yeah, this traffic is really holding Piastri up because he's doing, an average lap of like 21.5. I mean, compared to Piastri's mental approach, though, yeah, obviously Leclerc will get past Hulkenberg. We're not, like, We all know that. But look, Piastri, even when things go wrong, he just shrugs it off, irons out his shirt, and gets on to the next race. You don't see him getting excessively upset or frustrated with bad results. He just gets on with it. Yeah, okay, this race is not working out in Piastri's favour, but we all know Piastri will get this race out of his head, and he'll move on to Monaco. With Norris, you can tell he's probably moaning and whinging about the fact that the car probably doesn't feel 100% perfect, and the gap has now grown between Max to Norris to 9.7 seconds. Max is... Good grief, I don't even know what to say anymore. Max is absolutely mentally owning Lando right now. Well, Piastri's leading the championship, so, Piastri, by the way, Alpine is only, 24 seconds behind the race leader after 27 laps. Alpine's doing a fantastic job in the Williams. As for, obviously Piastri got past Kimi Antonelli. I didn't need to update you on that one. We all know what that was coming. And he will get past Hadjar, I can guarantee you this, because he just gets on with it. He just gets on with the job, doesn't cry, doesn't moan excessively unless something really bad is happening. Yeah, agreed, John. Piastri should comfortably fly past Hadjar down the start-finish straight and into 4th place, and he's 32 seconds behind the race leader. And look at that, 20.9 his previous lap. He even used the toe to improve his lap time. Look at that, he's actually closing the gap between himself and Max despite being fighting traffic. And now he's only 7 seconds behind Albon. Great job by the Australian Championship leader. And Lando remains 9.9 seconds behind Max. Yeah, Ferrari and 7th and 8th, whatever. 7th and 8th, whatever. Normal day for the Scuderia T-Brake boys. Oh, it looks like Leclerc had a bit of a struggle coming out of the chicane. But bloody hell, Hamilton's absolutely aced this strategy, by the way. Yeah, the hard runners are... Yeah, I think staying out on the hard tyres is actually the optimum strategy. But, of course, Max is doing a great job out there. Norris has pitted. He's come out of the pits behind Hamilton. Oh, God, stop. Oh, God, stop, folks. There's a yellow flag coming out of Tosha hairpin. Albon is passing Ocon. Ocon has stopped. He's going to retire, isn't he? VSC has been deployed, everyone. Everyone will be forced to slow down, so... Verstappen, will Verstappen pit? Because obviously we've got the VSC out. Norris, oh dear, that's worked out terribly for Norris. I've got to say, really badly, because obviously Norris is in the Ferrari sandwich. Sorry about this. I'm updating. That has worked out brilliantly for the Red Bull #1 driver. Obviously, I think Albon's past Albon pitting. Yeah, Albon's gone to the pits. Well, Ocon, what did we say about SD Bestie? He's absolutely useless. He's by far the most overrated driver on this grid, always causing chaos, always driving like a slog at the worst possible moment. The guy's going to get his arse handed to him by Bearman, and eventually he'll be replaced by Haas's Japanese third driver at the end of this season. Yeah, Russell also came out a bit unlucky, but oh, let's face it, Mercedes don't really have a cat's chance of winning this race anyway, so who cares? This order is changing like clockwork. Piastri back up to second by the looks of it on my timing screen. Although, of course, the F1 timing screen is telling you something else. Albert's come out of the pits in fourth place, pretty decent. Hadjar's fifth, Antonelli sixth. And of course, just so you know, I think everyone except for Antonelli and Hamilton are on the hard tyres now. And Leclerc's pitted for a second time onto a new set of hard. So I think it's pretty safe to say the hard tyres are the tyres to have this weekend. Yeah, we are not going to see anyone use the soft tyres. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say the only way McLaren's race can be saved if the full actual real safety car appears from the pits. My God, Russell's come out down in 12th place. What an absolute this is absolutely wrong. I need to refresh this page. I mean, Russell's 12th. Okay, let me go through the order from what screen. Verstappen first, Norris second. Piastri's pitted again. Piastri's pitted again. What's going on here? Oh, man. So that elevates Albon up to third place behind Norris. Don't know what's going on. Hadjar fifth. Oh, we've resumed racing again. I don't know why they pitted Piastri again, but I don't know. What were they unhappy with? I have no idea. 8th place, 8th and 9th would be a great result for Aston Martin. Leclerc's come out down in 10th place, which is, I don't know what to say about that. That worked brilliantly out for Max Verstappen at virtual safety car. It looks like Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen are SD besties after all, despite what happened at the 2018 Brazilian Grand Prix all those years ago. "20-second gap between Max and Norris. That's, oh, wow. Wow, I mean, that's McLaren's fault. That is absolutely 100% on McLaren, I'm afraid. I mean, it was already bad enough that Norris was trailing by 9.5 seconds, but the gap is now 19.5. And we're at now half distance, so yeah. Sorry, McLaren fans, but this one has got away from you today. So, 13th place. I mean, he started a race 6th, and he's down in 13th place, and he's holding up Tsunoda, Colapinto, and bloody hell, Gasly's really struggling, isn't he? Down in 16th place behind his teammate. What's going on? Yeah, Leclerc's binned off Stroll. There's a huge tight gaggle between Piastri and Russell, where they're only covered by 12 seconds from, like, what's it, 4th to 12th place? Oh, fourth. Yeah, 4th to 12th place. Yeah, blimey, that's really close. But I mean, by the way, Hulkenberg's doing a great job in 11th place. And Leclerc's done a purple sector 3, and he flies past Alonso for 8th place down Tamburello. So, yeah, Aston Martin, like I said, well, they were never really on course for like the top 5, like some people imagined in the chat, which was a bit strange to say the least. And Russell has overtaken Hulkenberg for 11th place. And Piastri's got work to do as he needs to close the gap on Albon and re-overtake him for 3rd place. Oh dear, McLaren, really. Like, to be fair, obviously, there's not much they could have done about the Ocon incident, but I will say, though, I mean, Sainz, I don't know what it is. It's just everything that's could have gone wrong for Sainz so far. Williams has gone wrong. It's just, and we have to realise, obviously, the team of Albon obviously knows the car better than him. So why are we shocked? And Hamilton has sprinted past Kimi Antonelli down the straight into Tamburello. A little bit of cheer for the Tifosi, who had to endure watching their 2 red cars qualify 11th and 12th in qualifying. And that's a purple sector 1 for Hamilton as well. Whilst Piastri has set the fastest lap of the race with a 19.77. Brilliant fastest lap there by the Australian Championship leader. But he's still 5 seconds behind Albon, who... We've got 29 laps to go, folks. Can Albon pull off a shock podium here? It would be one hell of a result. And it would only be the 3rd time he's ever stood on the podium in F1 if Albon can do it today. Purple stakes to 1 there for Hamilton, 24.94. Oh, and look at that, 19.47. The fastest lap has now been taken by Lewis Hamilton, but of course, they no longer give out points for fastest lap anymore, so that's a bit of a waste. Gotta say, it staying out longer has really worked perfectly for the 7-time world champion at Ferrari. And of course, Ferrari also had another 7-time driver driving them in the past who made 306 race starts in his career. I honestly don't understand this strategy of going on a second set of hard tyres to make it 2 stops for like Piastri, Leclerc and Russell. Don't know what they're doing. Yeah, Hamilton's flying. By the way, Hadjar's done a great job getting his car so high up this weekend. Of course, I think Mark Webber will be having words with the McLaren head management after this race. Like, how has this come to be? Hamilton flies past Hadjar for 5th place. And look at that, he's now just 5 seconds behind Piastri. Oh dear. Of course, Piastri sets a personal best of a 19.65. So, you know, Piastri's got Albon in his sights, but Hamilton could be appearing in his mirrors soon. So, my God, this race has worked out horrifically badly for Mr. Pastry. That's such a strange one, isn't it? I mean, I've been talking about how the hard tyres look good, but Hamilton on these medium tyres is flying for some reason or another. No idea. As for the battle for the lead, Verstappen still leads by 18.7 seconds, and frankly, let's be real here, folks. Max is going to win the race today. Bearman has got a lap down. Haas's day goes from bad to worse. And Norris has lapped him, so good grief. And Haas have got one hell of a piece of garbage. I mean, probably the worst car they've designed since 2021, when, of course, the King Mazepin himself was driving for the team, along with the son of the 7-time champion alongside him. I don't know what it is. Ferrari have actually found a solution to their problems, which is using a medium compound tyres for... Yeah. Leclerc's... Oh dear. Leclerc, I think, is struggling to get in within the 1 minute 20s, to be honest, underneath the 1 minute 20. A rich energy car of 2020, yeah, but that still scored points though. I mean, the 21 horse scored 0 and was often 2 or 3 seconds off the pace. Leclerc, however, has now gone up to 7th place, and he's just set purple sector at 24.8, and of course Antonelli is dropping like a stone, unfortunately, yet again. Mercedes have got, my God, Mercedes' race pace is absolutely diabolical. Not good enough. Really slow. I think, my God, I mean, Russell did a 20.5 was Antonelli slapping over 21.1. Yeah, like I said, Aston Martin also dropping like a stone. That qualifying pace was a massive red herring to where they were on the grid, because, you know, in free practice they were really slow, to be honest. And you know what? I think Hulkenberg will probably overtake Alonso for 10 bits coming. And Sauber, oh yeah, Sauber scored points at Australia, so once again, Hulkenberg is outperforming his car again. Piastri's now, oh, he's only a second behind, what's it? Albon, so yeah, obviously, I mean, Piastri will probably get past him anyway. What a shame, because I think on this performance, Albon does deserve a podium, but he won't get it because his car's not quick enough. As for Sainz, I mean, down in 12th place, this has gone diabolically wrong for the 4-time race winner. 18.3 seconds separates Max and Lando for the race lead with 24 laps to go. I mean, Lando needs to take at least a second out of Max if he wants a chance of winning this race, to be honest. But Lando Norris is not Kimi Räikkönen, folks, so forget about it. Alex Albon is under investigation, yeah. Oh dear. Oh no, has he been cleared? Well, yeah. But as it stands, Piastri is now 31 seconds behind Max Verstappen. And I mean, the thing is, though, you've got to give Max credit. When he got past Piastri, he immediately built a gap of 2 seconds, built himself a cushion, and he maintained the gap between himself and Norris to about 9.5 seconds. He never allowed Lando to eat into his advantage before, of course, the VSC appeared. And now, of course, since the VSC has disappeared, Lando has only been able to reduce the gap from 20 seconds to just over 18 seconds in about the last 10 laps or so. So, I mean, Max, I have to say, has been driving exemplary well. Whether you like him or hate him, he's doing a marvellous job. And this is arguably, Piastri does a fastest lap of a 19.398. Boy, he needs to get a move on, though. He really needs to get a move on, though. Yuki could overtake Alonso. Yeah, like I said, Aston Martin's qualifying pace was a massive, massive misrepresentation of their overall pace. The Aston Martin car is absolutely, it is probably the worst car on the grid. Team orders. Team orders. Who for who? See. Oh, right. Hamilton's. Leclerc's now taking 6th place of Hadjar like we expected, but who's the team orders for? Is it for Ferrari? I mean, I don't know whether McLaren can do team orders because Norris is about 14 seconds ahead of his teammate. And by the way, Norris is finally now getting a move on in terms of closing the gap between himself and Max. But he's still. But I needs to get a move on because it's only 22 laps remaining. All right, Colapinto has replaced Zhou for the next 5 rounds as the team want to rotate the seat like Red Bull did back in 2005 when he had Antonio Liozzi and Christian Clean. Leclerc will be absolutely riled up though about the fact that he ended up falling behind Hamilton in the pit stop sequence. Wind speed is 15 kilometers and they've got an air humidity of 70%. Blimey. Unfortunately, though, there is 0% chance of rain for those of you who like it when it starts sprinkling on the track. Thanks here at Crystal Racing. Let's see for some updates on Twitter. Oh. Sainz has taken 10th place over Hulkenberg. Well, yeah, Hulkenberg is doing a fantastic job, and if he can get his car on the point, I think he would be a good driver of the race, to be honest. My God, Antonelli is really struggling, isn't he? So bring the golden hose, yes. Bring that golden hose, folks.
Again, this guy touched me like in Bahrain.
All right, Sainz is angry at Russell by the looks of it. So, yeah, back to the live race order with 20 laps remaining. Oh, dear. Norris is, yeah. Norris just can't do it, can he? He just can't do it. Toxic Fred is back. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't think Ferrari are going to get much fit. Well, unless Leclerc can really find some lap time in his hard tyres, I don't really think it's worth it for Ferrari to do team orders. And Hamilton's 7.4 seconds behind Albon anyway. So unless Leclerc can really close the gap, move all over that rear wing of Hamilton, then we got team orders for Alpine. Okay. What, for 15th place? That's weird. Well, I don't know. I mean, Gasly's now 2.4 seconds after getting the go-ahead. But really, what difference is this going to make for Alpine season if they can overtake the two Aston Martins? I mean, it's still got 20 laps to go, and of course, they're about, let me count, about 12 seconds behind Carlos Sainz in 10th place, so Gasly better get a move on. He's got 5 cars to overtake if he wants to point in, and he's only now got 19 laps remaining to get a single point from 15th place, mind you. Oh my God, Norris, you're just made. Just a bang average driver, mate. 18.5 seconds. No inroads made on the race leader, who is driving a cabbage painted in blue and red. But having said that, Piastri is also struggling. I mean, he's still 32 seconds behind the race leader, so Piastri himself is having a fairly mediocre race himself, despite obviously getting extremely unlucky with the VSC along with his teammate. But frankly, if they were any good, they would actually try and close the gap. Look, fair enough, Max is going to win the race, but at least try and give Max some pressure into the race. Try and close that gap and prove that Max isn't going to just dominate the race like he's doing, because both Norris and Piastri need to have questions pointed at fingers pointed straight at both of them for what's going on since the VSA. Not good enough. Both of them not good enough. Like, I'm not just going to come and badger Norris for the sake of it. I'm also going to badger Piastri because what is he doing? Like, his lap times have just fallen off since he got past Albon, to be honest. Oh, we've got more retirements, I think. We've got Antonelli, who stopped. And we're going to... Oh, Antonelli's got a problem, folks. Antonelli has stopped coming out of Tosa, more or less just a couple 100 meters ahead of where Ocon stopped. And we got the safety car. Safety car is out, everyone. Safety car. Oh, McLaren have got a reprieve. Forget about everything I said about their two drivers. McLaren have got to get out of jail card. Now it's time to see what McLaren and their two drivers are really made of. This is your chance to ruin Red Bull's day. Well, it looks like Antonelli could be getting voted driver of the day by many McLaren fans for this impromptu stop on the circuit. Well, I mean, yeah, he's winning, but I mean, the whole pack is going to close up because of course, the actual Aston Martin safety car is going to come out and neutralise the field, meaning that Max's 18-second gap has been eliminated within a blink of an eye. Thank you. I mean, every McLaren fan should be out here giving a big thumbs up to the Italian local hero at Mercedes for stopping Max from boring us to sleep. Oh, Leclerc's pitted again. Has he? I don't know what's going on with all the radio messages. Max has pitted, obviously. Norris has pitted, coming out. 4.4 seconds stop. Yeah, it's not a very quick stop, but we're under safety car, so he shouldn't lose too much time. And he's come out in front of Albon. And it looks like Piastri could be prioritising track position. Just so you know, obviously, McLaren have got a 105-point lead in the constructor standing over Mercedes, I beg your pardon. So, I mean, we obviously know who's going to win the constructors this year. For from this position, though, Max Verstappen only takes 7 points out of Piastri's championship lead in one race. Yeah, well, I mean, what's going on my timing screen? Russell's now up to 6th place, but of course that's because Hamilton's pitted. Sainz is up to 8th. Hadjar has dropped to 9th. I mean, Hadjar, well, what looked like a good race for Hadjar is beginning to fizzle out, I'm afraid. Hulkenberg, having stayed out, has found himself up to 10th place, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if Sauber decided to try and gamble and keep Hulkenberg out for the last 17 laps on the tyres he's got. More cars are pitted, both Aston Martins are pitted, Colapinto is pitted for what's probably like the 3rd or 4th time, and of course Bottas has gone to the pits because he's got nothing to lose, that kid. And Bearman is still, well, is Bearman going to lap himself? He should, though, because I can see his car behind Verstappen. And I think if they will apply the lucky dog rule in F1, then Bearman should come back onto the lead lap. I mean, I can see Bearman's name next to Verstappen on the track. He should absolutely, I don't know, I mean, it looks like Bearman will be preparing to move his car past the race leader to unlap himself. Well, my God, these pit stops have worked out beautifully for Leclerc, who obviously, I mean, Ferrari have not had to do any team orders for this. Alpine's dropped to 5th. This is, yeah, Alpine's race is also beginning to fizzle out a little bit too, but 5th place is still a great result considering he started 7th. Are they favouring Hamilton? I think that, you know, yeah, but you've got to realise track position is key here at Imola, so, you know, I mean, just because you've got a new pair of new pair of hards or mediums, then there's a guarantee that you're going to get past. And of course, this weekend, the soft tyres have been about as useful as an ashtray on a motorbike, as Adam Jones would used to say about his 1986 Lola Ford car, which, funny enough, was also was run by a guy named Beatrice Haas or something. And of course, that Haas team had nothing to do with today's Haas that we see in F1. Looks like everyone, looks like the hard tyres have been very much the tyres to have on this track. And the tow and the DRS that the cars have been able to get down the start-finish straight going into Tamburello has worked an absolute treat this weekend in spite of this circuit's usual tendency to be a very difficult track to overtake at in the past. Oh, right, Norris has gone on the old hard tyres. That's interesting, because on my graphic it says his hard tyres are 3 laps old, but Hulkenberg's in 7th place. Tsunoda, well, what? "15 laps to go, folks." Have they cleared Anthony's car yet? Honestly, I think the safety car should withdraw in the next following lap, to be honest, because the pack is pretty close together on the track. Although there's a bit of a huge gap between Lawson and that Alonso from what I can see, but now Alonso's finally closed up. Oh my god, let's go move on, folks. Let's get this race on now. Let's get rid of the safety car. This is a golden chance for McLaren to ruin Max's weekend. Thank you for 7 likes here at Crystal Racing. I don't know, are we feeling nervous in here? This should be the lap we see the safety car withdraw. Just so you know, Bearman, well, it looks like Bearman will be forced to restart the race behind Max Verstappen, so he's going to finish the race a lap down. I'm afraid it looks like they have no interest in allowing Bearman to recover his lost lap. Bottas, Alonso and Stroll have got on medium tyres, and Hulkenberg and Tsunoda have, well, stayed on their 20-lap-old medium compound, so Hulkenberg is going to try and hold on to these medium tyres for the last 13 laps. Can Hulkenberg pull off a shock result and get a point? What's going on with Antonelli? Why is the safety car out for one more lap? Are they trying to really bunch this pack up or what? Like, where is that? Like, surely, isn't Antonelli's car off the track now? What are they doing? Bloody hell, we should be restarting the race now. Are they, like... Oh yeah, 52 years ago they deployed the safety car out for the first time at the Canadian Grand Prix at, what was it? Was it Mosport Park or whatever it used to be called, that track, before they went to Montreal? Why the hell is the safety car still out? It shouldn't take that long for Antonelli's car to be removed, surely, or are they that desperate for all the tyres to cool off so that... and bunch the pack up, because I don't think the pack can get any closer than this, surely. I mean, it's similar to that old of a track where, like, the escape road coming out was it, where you, like, evacuate old broken cars that flimsy around this track or something. Oh my god, we're now going to probably have only, like, 12 laps to go, and the safety car, god, get rid of it now. Oh my god, what are the FIA doing, seriously? Thanks to the safety car saving our blushes, because otherwise we'd be on the verge of having Max Verstappen winning by like 20 seconds had the safety car not appeared. Oh, Bearman's gonna get his lap back, yeah. Why the hell have they waited 2 laps to allow Bearman to get back on the lead lap? What's that all about? My god, I know I'm beginning to sound like a grumpy old man, but that is ridiculous. Oh my goodness me, that is absolute... That's absolute truffles in my opinion. You know what? I feel like eating a bit of chocolate now because I'm getting so bored of waiting for the safety car to withdraw. Just yes, I actually got a statistic right for once, and of course Peter Revson, did he win the race? But of course, yeah, there were conspiracy theories that the real race leader, when the safety car appeared, was actually Hayden Ganley in the BRM, but because the safety car picked up the wrong guy, he ended up finishing a lap down. Oh my, yeah. Come on, Bearman, let's get on with it. Let's get to the back of the pack. Oh my god. Oh yeah, get rid of that idiot. Get him out. Get him out of the FIA ASAP. Oh, we've got another lap of this safety car slowing the pack down, making us all want to go to sleep. The last time an American driver won an F1 race was I can't remember. Was it the 1978 Dutch Grand Prix when Mario Andretti won for Lotus ahead of his teammate Ronnie Peterson, who of course would then go and win the Austrian Grand Prix a couple of races later in what would be the last time a Swedish driver would win an F1 race, mind you. And for the past 47 years, we've not seen an American nor a Swedish driver win an F1 race, believe it or not. Because, of course, we've had the likes of Eddie Cheever, Michael Andretti, Scott Speed, Alex Rossi, and, of course, Logan Sargent represent the States, whilst, of course, for Sweden, we've had the likes of Slim McGord, Stefan Johansson, and, of course, Marcus Ericsson represent the blue and yellows of Sweden, but neither of them have ever won a race, although Stefan Johansson did close at the 1985 San Marino Grand Prix at this same track due to the fact that more than half of the field ran out of fuel before the checkered flag appeared, and of course Adam Prost was disqualified for an underweight car, mind you, which gave Elio De Angelis his final Grand Prix win. And of course, before he tragically lost his life 12 months later, is it in or not? Yes, it is in. The safety car has finally gone into the pit lane. Max Verstappen will now become the virtual safety car. We're going to be green flag racing in about 500 meters time. Yeah. Max Verstappen has exited the final corner. We're now going to wait for Max to get the throttle down. It's green flag racing. That's a great restart by Max. Oh my god. I mean, we're back to Verstappen is on form. No one really has a chance, do they? The guy is a walking cheat mode. He's basically the equivalent of like 120% AI in real life motor racing terms. The guy's a robot. I'm looking at the race order and has there been any overtakes? Hamilton. Oh, Tsunoda's taken Hulkenberg for 10th place. For a moment, it looks like Hamilton was going to bottle 7th to Sainz, but nope. The sister Red Bull has got in the top 10 for Yuki Tsunoda. I mean, this is not the most exciting restart, was it? And look at the gap. 1.4 seconds for Max over Piastri. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Max Verstappen has absolutely... Oh, look at that. Fastest lap, 18.611 for Maximilian Verstappen. What? Oh my god. That guy is a walking cheat mode. Purple sector 2 and purple sector 3. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness me. Max Verstappen is just fiddling with the field like his new toy. I mean, he's become a dad for the first time in the last month, and he has not slowed down at all. If anything, he's actually sped up. And yes, just so you know, Yuki Tsunoda overtook Hulkenberg on the restart to take 10th place, and the only overtake of the restart. So yeah, there's nothing else for me to say. I apologise to you, John, but this just is not McLaren's weekend, is it? Oh, jeez, Lando Norris is going to be crying again. That's what it sounds like every time I listen to an interview of his these days. I just want him to shut up. And of course, Piastri came into this weekend 16 points ahead of Lando and 32 points ahead of Max Verstappen. Well, of course, with Max winning the race, the gap between Max and Piastri will close to 25 points. And Lando is going to continue falling off because his first name starts with an L, so why should we be surprised? I apologise if people hate it when I slag Norris off, but I cannot be arsed with that guy anymore. I really can't. And Max Lewis's fastest lap to an 18.2. 18.2, and he's leading by 2.7 seconds. No one has a chance against this guy at all. This guy is a racing cheat code. Russell angled to 6th place ahead of Hamilton. Blimey, like I said, track position is actually proving to be vital in this restart. Albert sets a purple sector 1. Probably from the slipstream from Leclerc in front of him, to be honest. Max has set a purple sector 2 again. Oh my god, how fast is his fastest lap going to be at this rate? My god, he's now 3.2 seconds ahead of Oscar. And now he's lowered his fastest lap to an 18.1. He's gone 0.8 of a second quicker than Oscar on that lap. And 7 tenths faster than Norris. Oh, Hamilton's overtaken Russell. Look, yeah, Hamilton's flown past his old Mercedes teammate. And, but there is a 3-second gap between Albon and Hamilton, though, so Hamilton better get a move on if he wants 5th place. Of course, say it, for some reason, Ferrari have found an insane amount of pace on their in-race trim. Just imagine if Ferrari actually could qualify well. Like, I think McLaren would be having problems with Ferrari in this race, and Ferrari got qualified like 5th and 6th instead of 11th and 12th. Hamilton's purple sector 1, everyone. Blimey, Ferrari are going to be kicking themselves with that pathetic qualifying performance. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. That is Max's lead over Oscar. 4 seconds. I don't think it's just Lando that we should be criticising. What the hell has happened to Oscar today? Oh, Norris has overtaken Piastri. Norris has pinched 2nd place of Oscar. Oh my god. Dear God. What is happening at Woking this afternoon? And that now has stretched Max's lead out to 5 seconds. Oh my god, what on earth is happening? Yeah. Of course, yeah, Piastri's tyres are 15 laps older, but that's definitely, well, I mean, any chance McLaren had of winning the race has completely evaporated into smoke, really. That's a purple sector 2 for Max Verstappen. 26.986. Unbelievably quick, Max. Unbelievably quick. This is insane. Yeah, but dude, come on, man. This is how yeah, but Lando is so inconsistent. I mean, in terms of raw pace, yeah, I do agree Lando is quicker, but he's so inconsistent. Like, you cannot be like have like one good race in like 7 or 8 races all the time. Like, only be What a frustrating driver, honestly. Way too inconsistent. Max sets a new fastest lap of a 17.988. My God, he's gone 7 tenths quicker than Norris. 7 tenths quicker than Norris. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Where is Max finding all this pace from? Oh my God, Oscar's tyres have cried enough, to be honest. Oh, Hulkenberg drops to 12th behind Alonso, who is now just a second behind Tsunoda. What the heck is going on with Tsunoda this weekend? He's just been apocalyptically slow in the system, Red Bull. I know the Red Bull obviously doesn't suit his driving style, but that's the same excuse that Albon, Gasly, and Perez also had, so, and of course Lawson. I know Lawson probably complains that the RB's driving doesn't suit his driving style either, so I think the problem might be him. 4 laps remaining, folks. Max 4 tenths quick on that previous lap again. Lando sets a personal best of an 18.4. Albon's got off the road. And that's both Ferraris past Alex. Oh dear. Oh Christ, Alex, you cracked under pressure there. And Hamilton takes 5th place. Albon down to 6th place, and now he's got to make sure that he tries to hold off his best mate George Russell for 6th place on those battered worn tyres. I can't believe it. Albon was far too focused on the rear end of Leclerc, and he forgot that Hamilton was right behind him, and he outbraked himself into the gravel. Oh, Alex, that's not your finest moment. Very, very basic driving error, I'm afraid, Alex. You know, you've been great this season, but that was probably your worst moment of the season so far. But you're still going to finish 6th, so, you know. And your teammate, Sainz, your teammate is in 8th place, so, And Hamilton's up to 4th place. Another inter-team battle on track, as Max Verstappen is now stretching his lead out to almost 5.8 seconds over Lando. Oh my God, Max Verstappen is his arse off. Like, you know, he's had to deal with a safety car, and the safety car is just, well, it did nothing to stop him, really, did it? I mean, yeah, Williams, even though obviously Albon's bottled 5th place, this is a fantastic start of the season for the boys at Grove at Banbury. 6.2 seconds is the gap now between Max and Norris. Oh, jeez. You know what? I think it's time to do my driver ratings, and I think it's safe to say Max Verstappen deserves an A star for his performance. A++. He's been absolutely superb, unbelievable, and you know what? This could be an even better drive than what he did at Suzuka. What a performance. It's probably the best race of his whole career, to be honest. He's just absolutely blitzed everyone for raw pace. Just honestly, from lap 1, he's just completely dominated. You know, every obstacle that's been thrown his way, he's dealt with it without even trying, without even having to panic or fidget. Norris, oh, jeez, I don't know, I'll give him a B grade. Piastri, I'll probably give him a B+ for getting pole position, and the fact that he was driving pretty well, but of course until his tyres fell off. Albon's all over the back for Leclerc for 5th place. Hamilton, this is a tough one. I think I'll give Hamilton a B+ for his pace in the race today, but he's been let down horribly by Ferrari's lack of performance in qualifying. I think I might wait until the checkered flag to do some other driver ratings. I mean, we've still got Leclerc and Albon fighting for position. Russell and Sainz fighting for 7th. Hadjar is in 9th. Yuki's in 10th, and he's got Alonso all over his back. We're on the final lap. Oh, and Albon will be handed 5th place to him from Leclerc. So Leclerc is in that. Well, Leclerc's was given a big warning there. And yeah, Albon's race, I'll give him an A- for his fantastic race pace. But of course, he got shoved off the road towards the end by Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. Oh, B- for, well, I mean, just being all over the goddamn place today. Russell will probably get, I don't know, a C plus. Sainz probably gets a C plus for all his struggles. Hadjar probably gets like a B- for running so high up earlier on before his tyres and his car fell off. Tsunoda probably gets like a C-, just so slow compared to his teammate. And Max Verstappen wins the race, unsurprisingly. Norris takes 2nd. Piastri has fallen into the clutches of Hamilton late on, but he will hold on for that final podium place. But his championship lead will be cut to just 13 points over Norris, and of course it'll be cut to 22 points over Max Verstappen. Hamilton takes 4th. Yeah, the race order stays the same, just so you know. No overtakes in the last half lap or so. Other driver ratings, Alonso probably gets like a B grade for getting 5th place in qualifying, but his race pace was non-existent. Hulkenberg gets like a B plus for giving the top 10 a hard time and doing a great job for Sauber, coming within 4 seconds of getting a point today. Gasly gets a C grade for that dreadful mistake at the start of the race, which killed off any chances he had of getting a point. 14th, Lawson, it's a D grade, garbage, rubbish driver, get him off the grid. 15th, Stroll, I don't know, C grade for getting 8th place in qualifying, I suppose, in a dreadful Aston Martin. 16th, Colapinto, C grade, not a great comeback, but doing well at the last second. 17th, Bearman, I don't know, C-. I think he qualified 12th, but fell off in a race because of some problem. 18th place, Bottas, D grade. Nothing at all. Nothing absolutely dreadful. Antonelli probably gets like a C- for being all over the place again, but he will learn from his mistakes, I'll tell you that. 20th place and the bomb of the weekend, Esteban Ocon. It's an F grade, garbage performance all round. Oh dear, I mean, on McLaren, or dear people at McLaren accusing Red Bull cheating again. I mean, let's face it, I mean, Max Verstappen scored both McLaren drivers this weekend. Max Verstappen, what a driver, by the way. I mean, best driver on the grid by like an absolute obscene country mile. There's no debate to be had. I don't even like Max Verstappen, by the way, but the guy is just better by like every metric possible in every department. A plus. Well, to be honest, I could upgrade his A plus plus to an A triple plus if we want. Just totally scored everyone on the restart both times, as well as the actual start of the race. I mean, I don't know when you can accuse Red Bull of cheating. I mean, you can accuse them of favoritism because, I mean, how the hell is Max? I mean, is Max Verstappen really more than a second over a lap quicker than Tsunoda? Probably not, but they make the car a car that's very much positive on the front end. So, and of course, Max just somehow finds more pace than his teammate all the time, which, I mean, it makes you wonder what sort of parts and specifications he's been getting given. I mean, Lando Norris is a personal best of an 18.3, but I mean, the fastest lap of the race by Max was a 17.9. So still over 3/10 to win a Max, even on the final lap for Lando Norris. So, by the way, I mean, Albon actually went underneath an 18.3 on the final lap. But, yeah, I mean, McLaren have got real problems, to be honest. I mean, obviously, they'll win the Constructors' title because we know what it is, but... I don't know. I mean, he finished 26 seconds behind his teammate. I don't know what to say, mate. I don't know why you're calling Williams a bunch of clowns. Like, come on, really? I mean, Leclerc pushed him off. And he had to give fifth place back to Albon. So, you know, I mean, I think Leclerc's the one who's a clown for his behaviour, to be honest, not Williams. Like, what are you laughing at, say? That's ridiculous, mate. And, of course, yeah, we're going to have IndyCar qualifying later on today, where, of course, the top 12 positions will be decided, along with, of course, who will fill out the final three, the back row of the grid, with, of course, one driver will be missing out on the 500 next weekend. And now I'm waiting for the second qualifying to begin at 9 o'clock UK time, at 10 o'clock Central European time. Yes, thank you very much, John. I don't know why they start qualifying so late at Indianapolis, despite the fact there's only like a 5-6 hour time difference between Indiana and Britain and Europe, or is it 6 or 7 hours? I don't know. But I mean, the race start at Indianapolis for the 500 is like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock British and British and European time over here. So I don't know. Maybe the TV audiences want to stay up later. Okay, fair enough, John. I mean, the problem with Red Bull is that only one driver is receiving the advantage of whatever the hell they're developing over there. The other one is just basically driving a wheelbarrow at this point. So this is going to be a tricky one to try and like get Red Bull put under investigation for any sort of technical misgivings. Thank you for 7 people who liked the video. Thank you to 5 people watching. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Especially for those Max Verstappen fans, their driver absolutely did the whole field a number yet again, just like he did at Suzuka. Sublime, superb, fabulous performance by the 4-time Dutch World Champion. McLaren Fan TV, I wonder who you're talking about. Like, well, I mean, next weekend, I think we've got DTM and, of course, the BTCC races going on all at once at the same time as the Monaco Grand Prix. So, yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, Yuki did a good job side on the pit lane, but we have to remember he did completely fail in his mission to actually hold up Piastri effectively for those 3 laps. He had Piastri behind him. But really, with the pace of the cars around him, I mean, I think he could have possibly got 8th place with Sainz dropping out of the top 10 for long periods of time, and of course Hadjar falling backwards as the race progressed. I mean, he's finished behind a sister, a junior RB, which is a bit worrying if we're going to be truly honest. But of course, we all know the junior RB car is a much easier car to drive, despite not having the raw pace of the senior Red Bull. Do you know what? I think I'm going to end the stream here because I've got nothing else to say. Thank you very much for tuning in at Crystal Racing. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you. Hadjar could be the next victim at Red Bull, probably. Almost certainly, I'm afraid. I agree with you on that one, because obviously Red Bull, I don't even know what Red Bull are doing with their driver policy anymore. Yeah, thank you, Keith. Thank you, John. Thank you, Say, even though you've disappeared off to someone else's channel. I'll see you again soon.